Hello everyone, and welcome back to Speak English Calmly. Today, we're tackling a moment that fills almost everyone with a little anxiety: salary negotiation. That moment when you get a job offer, but the number is lower than you hoped. You want to ask for more, but you worry you'll seem ungrateful or greedy. What if they withdraw the offer? Well, if you've ever felt that fear, you're not alone. And the good news is, negotiating professionally doesn't damage the relationship. It actually builds respect. It shows you understand your worth. Today, Sarah is here. She just received her first full-time job offer after a great internship, but the salary is below market rate. She wants to negotiate, but is really nervous about it. So, we're going to walk through a simple, collaborative framework for this conversation. It's called the value framework, and it shifts the discussion from asking for money to discussing a fair value exchange. All right, now let's listen to how this sounds in real life. So Sarah, you got the offer. Congratulations. How do you feel about it?
Thank you, Alex. I'm really happy they want me. The team is great, but the salary they offered is quite a bit lower than I expected. I looked up average salaries for this role in the city, and it's below that.
I see. And do you want to try to negotiate?
I do, but I'm so scared. I don't want them to think I'm not grateful or that I'm only interested in money. What if they get annoyed and take the offer back? I just finished my internship with them. I don't want to ruin the relationship.
That's a very common fear. Can you tell me what you were thinking of saying?
Well, I thought maybe, thank you for the offer. I'm so excited. I was just wondering if there's any flexibility on the salary. I know I'm just starting out, but I saw online that the average is a bit higher. If it's not possible, that's totally okay. I understand.
Okay, I hear the fear in that. You're apologizing for asking, using words like just wondering and totally okay. You're minimizing your own request before you even make it.
Isn't that being polite?
Being polite is essential, but we can be polite and professional. We can be respectful and clear about our value. The key is to frame this not as you making a demand, but as the two of you having a collaborative discussion about fair compensation. Let me share what I call the value framework. It's about shifting from asking for money to discussing fair value exchange.
A framework? That sounds more structured.
It is. Value is an acronym. V is for validate and appreciate. Always start by sincerely thanking them. A is for align with market. Reference your objective, respectful research. L is for link to contributions. Connect your request to the specific value you will bring to the role. U is for use collaborative language. Use words like we, discuss, and align. E is for express flexibility and enthusiasm. Show you're solution-oriented and still excited.
So I shouldn't apologize for asking? I should start with the positive?
Exactly. You're not doing anything wrong. Professional negotiation is an expected part of the process. They have a budget, you have market value. The goal is to find a point that works for both parties. This isn't about being aggressive, it's about being professional and collaborative.
Can we try it? I'm nervous.
Of course, let's role play. I'll be the hiring manager, Alex. You use the value steps. Ready?
Okay, so, hi Alex. Thank you so much for sending the formal offer. I'm truly excited about the opportunity to join the team full-time.
You're very welcome, Sarah. We're all thrilled at the prospect of having you back.
That's wonderful to hear. As I'm reviewing the package, I was hoping we could discuss the starting salary. Based on my research for similar roles in this city, the typical range is between X and Y.
I see. Well, we do consider your recent internship experience, but this is our standard entry-level offer.
I understand. I appreciate you considering my internship. Given the specific skills I developed during it, like managing the social media calendar and my plan to contribute to the upcoming website project, I was hoping we could align the offer closer to the market rate for the value I believe I can bring.
That's a fair point. Let me check what we can do. Our budget for this role is somewhat fixed, but there might be some room.
I really appreciate you looking into it. I'm flexible and open to finding a solution that works for both of us. My primary enthusiasm is definitely for the role and the team.
Excellent. Okay, let's pause here for a moment. Did you feel the difference in that conversation, Sarah?
Yes, completely. It didn't feel like I was begging or being rude. It felt more like a professional discussion between two people trying to solve something.
That's the mindset shift. Let me break down the value framework you just used. First, you validated and appreciated. You started with genuine thanks and excitement. This sets a positive, cooperative tone.
So instead of jumping straight to the problem, I acknowledged the offer.
Exactly. Then you aligned with market. You said, based on my research. This moves the conversation away from personal desire, I want more, to objective data. It's not you being greedy, it's about market standards.
That makes it less personal.
Right. Next, you linked to contributions. You didn't just say, pay me more. You connected it to specific skills and future projects. You showed why you're worth the market rate. Then you used collaborative language. Phrases like, I was hoping we could discuss, align the offer, and finding a solution. This frames it as a partnership.
Instead of me versus them.
Precisely. Finally, you expressed flexibility and enthusiasm. You showed you're reasonable and, most importantly, still keen on the job. This reduces their fear that you'll walk away if they say no.
What if they immediately say, I'm sorry, this is our final offer?
Great question. You can still use the framework. Express appreciation for them considering it. You might ask, I understand. Would it be possible to revisit this conversation after a successful 6-month review? Or, thank you for letting me know. Could we discuss other parts of the compensation, like professional development budget? It keeps the dialogue open.
And timing? When should I have this talk?
Always after you have the written offer and before you accept. Email is fine, but a live call is often better for tone. Be prepared with your research number. All right, now let's practice together. Now listen and repeat after me. We'll go through phrases for each step of the value framework. V. Validate and appreciate. Instead of a weak start, say this clearly. Thank you so much for the offer. I'm really excited about this opportunity and joining the team. A. Align with market. Instead of, I need more money, say, based on my research for similar roles in this area, the typical salary range is between X and Y. L. Link to contributions. Instead of just stating the number, say, given my experience with project management and my plan to contribute to the client onboarding process, I believe I can bring significant value from the start. U. Use collaborative language. Instead of, that's too low, say, I was hoping we could discuss the compensation to align it with the market rate for this role. E. Express flexibility and enthusiasm. Instead of an ultimatum, say, I'm flexible and open to finding a solution that works for both of us. I'm very enthusiastic about this position. Great job. Let's wrap up. So, to summarize today's powerful tool, the value framework. Validate and appreciate the offer first. Align your request with objective market data. Link your ask to the specific contributions you'll make. Use collaborative language like we and discuss. Express flexibility and reiterate your enthusiasm. Remember, you are not being greedy, you are being professional. Negotiating fairly shows you understand your worth and are entering the partnership with respect and clarity. It's normal to feel that anxiety, but not negotiating can have a long-term impact on your career earnings and satisfaction. Maya started our conversation fearful and apologetic. By reframing the discussion around value exchange, she found a confident, collaborative voice. You can too. If you found this helpful, you might like our next video where we cover the proof framework, how to explain why you left your last job in an interview. It's another conversation people often stress about. Finally, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below, what's your biggest fear about salary negotiation? Or share your success story if you've used principles like these. Thank you for listening. Remember, knowing your value and being able to discuss it professionally is a sign of strength.